Yo, we live at the crime scene at another episode of No Gatekeeping. This is a podcast about entrepreneurs in the industry. Right now, I got a special guest with me right now. I got my boy Keenan. His Instagram is Get Fit With Me. He's a fitness guru, and we about to get money. Yo, so what's up? Can you tell the world who you are, man?
Yo, my name is Keenan. I'm out here to support the black business entrepreneurs, and we just about to talk about some fitness. See where it goes from here.
Yo, so let me ask you a question, because I know you for a minute, right? And you know, I need to figure out what made you get into fitness, because you got into fitness young. I mean, you was the first nigga I knew with an 8-pack.
What got me started was when I was in high school. My gym teacher, he was stupid cacked. So I was like, oh nah.
I gotta get like that.
I was like, oh nah, I gotta get like that, you feel me?
Tough.
Had all the joints, had all the older joints. And he was on some chill shit. I'm like, oh nah, I gotta be like Mr. Pizza. His name was Mr. Pizza, by the way. Shout out to Mr. Pizza. Or if you're seeing this, he was my inspiration. But that's how I started. I started from high school, senior year, 09. Yeah.
Yo, so how did you turn it into a business?
So I had to learn my body first. I had to learn certain movements. I had to learn the body, the anatomy, everything. I can't just be jumping in thinking I know certain things and then trying to implement on other people that could potentially hurt somebody. So I had to really focus up, study, went to school for it. Other than that, as I started working out, I started to learn more things. And then as I got official, that's when I started in 2016. I started 2016, 2015, started to train people here and there just to see where my coaching skills was at.
So you had to work on coaching as well?
Had to work on coaching, had to work on patience. All those key things was imperative to this business. So that's what we needed to do, and I just had to get acquainted.
Let me ask you a question. Is it difficult scheduling clients? Like what's some difficult things about scheduling with clients?
So yeah, the difficult part is having trying to sell yourself. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people are just now starting to work out and starting to be influencers. But really, a lot of people don't be influencing the right people, or they doing it for the wrong reasons, or they just get their body done and then think they're an influencer. So when somebody starts from the bottom and work their way up, you become the motivation to people that have done seen you from the bottom and then seeing how you progress. So for me, I feel like I'm an influencer. I've been the motivation for quite some time, but I just keep cool. I keep my calm. And that's about it. You know what I mean?
So why is health important? Why do you think health is important?
I think everybody should be a slave to health. That's the goal. That's what keeps us going. Longevity. Health is everything. Without health, you could just forget about it. You can have as much money in the world, but if you ain't healthy, if you're feeling sick, your first thing to think about is how can I get unsick, or how can I get better? Like, you're not thinking about spending no money. You're not thinking about what's coming on TV next or the new Jordans that's coming. You're thinking about how fast can I get better. So the reason why health is so important is because it could take us a long way, and it's unfortunate for people that can't really do certain things that we all can do, or most of us can do, because of the disabilities or the mishaps they have going on health-wise. So it's a numerous of things.
Are there any times where you create an excuse to not go to the gym?
No. I don't create excuses. Excuses is just a form of a way of just not trying to reach your goals. For me, I never made an excuse. I always made it my business to go to the gym 7 days out the week. If not 7, then obviously 6. I'll probably miss one day, but obviously we all need that day to rest. But excuses was never on my plate. And that's why I feel like if I don't make excuses, and when I'm training somebody, or if I have a client I feel like if I hear excuses or sophisticated excuses, I'm gonna know the difference, and I'm gonna just tell them like, if this is what you're gonna do, that's your choice that you're making. Because at the end of the day, I can't do this for you. So whether you want to prolong your goal with working out for something else that's temporary, as opposed to this is beneficial for you, then that's your choice at the end of the day.
So how you feel about diet?
Diet is a big part. Diet is the biggest part because it's 80%, 20% is just the gym to keep your body firm, tight, toned. Well, that's the easiest part. The hardest part is the dieting. Everybody thinks the hardest part is going to the gym, working out, but really it's whatever you put in your system. You put in bullshit, you're gonna look like bullshit. But you put in the right foods, the right nutrients, the proteins, the good carbs, the good fats, is gonna show. Your body will show it. So you working out is just a plus for you to have that scoped body that you're envisioning and that you want to look like. So diet is definitely important. Shit. I wish I started, when I first started, I wish I was just eating the way I needed to be eating now back then. So it's a lot of trials and tribulations when you're doing this fitness. Like when I first started, I was just doing anything, eating anything. I got big fast, but I wasn't strong. I wasn't smart. I wasn't knowledgeable. So it was a lot of factors that played a role, and that's what kind of made me learn certain things. And I had to implement that throughout the trainings, throughout just the course of my training and me being a fitness trainer.
So how do you feel about sports injuries and shit like that? Have you ever had an injury before?
I definitely did have an injury. Playing basketball in my old job, working with kids, I had a torn patella tendon, popped my knee out. But that kind of woke me up, and I was grateful for it because it taught me a lot. I healed within 5 months. Usually with that type of injury, a lot of people take a year, some change to heal. But I wasn't sedentary. I wasn't stagnant. I wanted to get better. My mindset was on getting better and recovering faster. So I did my PT, even though I did my own physical therapy, but I just went for the massages, the electric shocks, and just for them to get the mobility back in my knee. But other than that, I already knew what else I needed to do. But it was a teaching moment. It taught me to slow down. It taught me to really, and I lost all my muscle in my leg, so I had to build that back up. So that's another thing, learning from scratch, right, where there was no muscle at all, and building that muscle right back to where it needed to be. But now I'm 100% strong in my legs, so it was a good teaching moment.
Was that like a freak accident? Was it from a lack of working out? Was it from it could just happen to anybody?
I feel like it could have just happened to anybody. I think I jumped wrong, and I was probably dehydrated. Dehydration. The body needs to be hydrated at all times. It's about 80%. The body's 80% water. So I was probably dehydrated, and I didn't have no fluid in my leg. I didn't have enough fluid. So which the joints, it wasn't going, like, I guess whatever, the blood flow wasn't really going through my joints, and that's when it kind of just snapped. So it was something I had to learn from.
Are there good things to eat before the gym? What's some good things to eat before the gym?
Some pre-workout meals I would like to have, or I would acquire with my clients. It would be oatmeal, blueberries, flax seeds, hemp seeds, the superfoods that you can add on to the oatmeals. That's a good pre-workout for the gym. Before you get to the gym, get started. You don't want nothing too heavy. You want something good enough fiber to hold you so you can burn off throughout the duration of the workout. But that's a good pre-workout meal. You could have a good egg white, avocado on toast, and yogurt, and like a Greek yogurt, something small, something light. As long as something is in your system, that's a good pre-workout meal. But then the post-workout meal, that's the most important. The most important meal is the post-workout. So you want to have your proteins. You're high on proteins. your fats, your avocados, your carbs, sweet potatoes, and your veggies. Veggies is the most important. Veggies is important. It helps break down everything in your system, in your stomach. So you wanna have a lot of vegetables in your diet.
Yeah. So, is this the look that you're looking for? Do you want to get bigger?
Yeah, so I do want eventually I do want to get bigger, but my goal has not been focused on getting bigger. I just been just working out because as I think about certain things, I feel like it don't work. So I'd rather just do it and then it will naturally just happen. So when I tell people certain things or tell them like, yo, just start, doesn't matter what weight you are or how you look, you just have to start. And then everything will just flow naturally into that. So as soon as you start, the sooner you start, the better. If you start later, then you're gonna wish you started a little earlier. But I do want to get bigger, but at the end of the day, that's another training simulation that you need in order for you to do that, because you got to train your stomach to eat a certain amount of meals. So once you train your stomach to eat a certain amount of meals, that's another way for you to get bigger. But there's also supplements that you could take if you can't eat too many meals. You could take whey protein.
Do you take that? You don't take that shit.
I take protein. I have little
Shakes,
protein
yeah,
shakes
yeah.
here and there. If I can't make a meal, or if I miss it, if I can't get to a meal, I take a protein shake until I get to my next meal.
But you don't do creatine and all that shit. Like
Creatine is good. I used to take creatine. Creatine is good. It's good for the brain. It's good for the body. It's good for the muscles. So creatine is definitely good. It's not a bad thing to do. It's not a bad thing to take. But you definitely want to take it in the duration of your workout, just so you get more of a better pump. Even sometimes after the workout, it's still cool. You could take creatine. You could take BCAAs, EAAs, all those. You could take a pre-workout just in case if you don't got that energy.
amino acids. Right?
The aminos, you could definitely take that. That's gonna help give the adrenaline a good rush for you to get active. Sometimes you have that brain fog and you need something to just get you out that state. So a pre-workout would definitely get you right. Or you just drink a black coffee straight. If you don't feel like you don't need no powders or you can't drink too much of that, have a black coffee.
So I want to talk to you about your business now, right? Get fit with me. You about to do that right now. Cat.
Yeah, so my fitness page is Get Fit With Me. That's my business page. Whoever's seeing this, y'all can follow that. Y'all can hit me up. Y'all can reach out. Y'all can ask me questions. Just don't play no games and waste my time.
Speak about that. Playing games and wasting time. Give me an example.
Playing games is asking questions that you know the answers to. Don't ask me rhetorical questions or anything in redundancy that you know you can look on YouTube or Google and ask.
Right.
If you're serious about training, talk to me about something that you want to achieve and you see yourself doing in the long term. The short-term goals is cool for certain people, but I like people that's has a long-term goal, because I know that you're more serious and that you really want it. I don't mind training people that has a short-term goal, because everybody's different. Everybody got different reasonings. But y'all can always just reach out. I still answer certain questions. And if you do decide to invest, I'm gonna make sure I take care of you to the best of my ability. So my goal right now is, if I have a client and they're looking for a certain look, I also tell them that don't expect to see results the first 2-3 weeks, because it don't just work like that. It took me a long time for me to get where I needed to get to, even though everybody's body is different. Everybody operate different. Everybody's body operate different. So don't have high expectations on seeing results too soon, because at the end of the day, nothing happens overnight. And it takes a lot to get to where you want to be and how you want to see yourself in the long run.
If I was to start, or not me, right? But if someone was to start a business like you, what was some advice you would give them?
Be patient. Patience is something I had to build up. And sometimes when people think they could just walk into this, they feel as if they're ready until they meet that one client, and it's like, okay, wait, nah, I gotta. It's about this is just it's about patience. It's about learning how to talk, re-explaining yourself multiple times, because sometimes it's just they may not understand it to their ability, where you gotta break certain things down, the terminology that you gotta use. So you just have to just be patient with them, be patient with yourself. So that's one key thing. Also, be prepared for downs, for the downtime. Like, I had to suffer from that a lot. People would say certain things like, "Yo, I'm ready to work out," but when it comes time to pay, there's nobody. It's crickets. There's nobody there. So a lot of people will start. A lot of people will say that, "Yo, I'm gonna get with you. I'm gonna invest. I want to work out. I want to work out." I heard a lot of that in my beginning stages of working out, and when people started to see my results, "Yo, how you get like this? Like, train me, train me." It's not about just train me, train me. It's are you serious, serious? So it's just you have to people when money starts to come the topic of conversation, people start to deflect, and you just want to. And those people, you just got to know you got to type anticipate certain things, because you will know when somebody's serious. You will know when somebody's playing around. You will know when somebody's just talking your ear off. I cut those conversations short real fast. So
Do you train people to keep clients, or do you train them for them to go on their own after with their knowledge that you gave them?
that's a good question. So my goal for every client that I train is for me to train them to a point where they don't need me anymore.
That's fire.
So my goal is always is to get you to your fitness goals until you don't need me no more, until you feel like you're comfortable doing certain things in the gym by yourself, until you feel comfortable going to the gym, having a routine that you are set with, and just overall in general, you just feel comfortable. You're confident within yourself. You don't need a trainer. You know exactly what you're doing. You already have your plan. You're not coming into the gym lost. So that's my goal. Me teaching my clients certain things, teaching them certain movements. So in the long run, as they training, as they getting more familiar with certain movements, they can apply that to their daily routine. So that's my goal. My goal has always been to train until they don't need me no more, until they feel comfortable. So
Well, it's time to train me, Keenan. It's time to get capped. Huh? Step into my office.
we're gonna do a nice little workout. Something small, something quick, something light. And do a nice little chest workout, chest and tries. So before we get into any workout, I like to get my clients a little warmed up first and their shoulders. So we're gonna do a nice little rotated cuff, shoulder warm up. Sorry, excuse me. Shoulder warm up with a lightweight, 5 pound weight, just like that. Boom, nice and easy.
Am I doing this properly?
Let me see. Right here, boom. Just come down slow, come back up slow. Boom. Get that first feeling. Do like good 10 reps on each side.
This is good money. I like this right here.
Good 10 reps. Open up.
Okay, let me switch over. Hit this motherfucker.
Yep. Boom. Boom. Make sure your elbow come up.
See, that's what it is. See, you're not bringing it down. That's not it.
Don't bring your wrist down.
Nah, you
Yep.
gotta
Make sure the elbow come. Stay 90 degree.
have you on the binding degree. Binding degree. Oh, this is tough.
Boom. Yep.
You hear that cracking? That's tough.
Yep.
I need that.
Loosen up that shoulder, that rotator cuff. Now, after that, I'm gonna give you another one, and then now you're gonna open up. Both. Boom. Boom. Good 10 reps. Warm with those shoulders. Keep them up here.
All right.
Keep your elbows in. Right. Yeah, like that. Boom. And then open that block. Boom. Yep.
Why am I on my tippy toes right now? I feel like it's helping me.
Yep. Nice little warm up. After that, we're gonna just do arm circles around the world with the weight. Boom. Just around. Nice and easy.
Been around the world and I can't find my baby. And I don't know.
Shoulders are the most important thing when doing chest because
You need them.
you're going to be hitting those around those areas, and you want those shoulders to be nice and loose, warmed. You don't want to be too stiff, just in case something pop. We trying to prevent that. 2 more, and then we're gonna get started. So the first chest workout we're gonna do some flat. We're gonna do a good warm up set first before the working set. For the warm up set, we like to do a rep range of 10 to 12.
Okay. The thumb should be where?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the difference between here and here?
See, that's too wide because now you're gonna be pushing off from your shoulders instead of you
Pushing from your chest.
pushing from your chest, but you also want to keep your elbows tucked before you when you push up. Not so much in, but keep them close towards your lats.
Okay.
Good.
This is pain. Feel my nigga down.
And push up forward, and before you come pushing up. Right.
Is it good?
Yep. Right down. Good. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Good. Good. You want to take your time doing these first few reps. This is the warm-up set. It's not the working set. It's the warm-up set. This is to get the body and the chest activated before we get to the heavier weight. That's a little preview of a warm-up set.
Cats!
Pump the blood into the chest.
Feel my nigga brim.
Now we got an incline. Incline, that's the second variation of a chest workout. We want to keep it the same frequency, volume, contraction, good squeeze at the top. We're going to have a good 8 to 10 reps, keeping it short, simple. Let's get it. Good. 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 If you're advanced, you could leave your feet in the air. That's only for advanced people. If you're not, I would like for your feet to be on the ground. Stabilize yourself. Stability is definitely important when you're doing incline. But if you're advanced, you can mix and match. You can play around with it. Only for advanced people that's been working out for a period of time. But if you're just starting, your feet should be set, locked in. Your chest should be up, arching the back. You want to make sure your form is definitely good before you start playing around with the weight. Yeah. So for the tricep extension, skull crushes, just like that. Boom. Come up. Do it again. Boom. Good. Come all the way down.
Oh.
Bring it all the way down. It's heavy.
This is him. Who taught you this, Kenan? Damn, you've been doing some. I don't know what this is, but this feels like pain.
Good. You see, his tricep is already activated. Get more of a stretch. Go all the way back. Get more of a stretch. Yep. Stretch the tricep. Good. Boom.
Oh.
3 more. 2. And 1.
God damn it. Oh.
That was a decline dumbbell skull crusher. That's going to do it to you. So I usually superset that with body weighted dips.
All right, so let's do it.
Body weighted dips. Body weighted dips can go from range of 15 to 20. 15 to 20.
Tries looking cat.
Mm-hmm. Good. But push back when you're going. Yes. So when you're doing certain dips, a lot of people push forward, but when you push back, you put more emphasis on the tries. Boom. Put a lot of weight on your triceps. Good. Yep. Squeeze at the top.
Oh shit.
Yep. Yep. Take a little break. So that's all we have for right now. That was our little segment. Keeping it short, simple. Like I said, Whoever's serious about training, I can get you there. I get you right. You have a new body by the summer. It's all about how serious you want it, how bad you want it. I can't want it more than you want it. So that's just my segment, my demo. Get fit with me.
You should be. It's a wrap, bitch.